Huzaifa, what's up, buddy? I sent you your report last week. So he says if GBP chooses not to show a business location to customers, is it at a disadvantage compared to those who do show it? And is that a ranking factor of the GBP? Yeah, you mean what displayed street address or not? If that's what you mean, then yes, it's absolutely a positive ranking factor. If you display, even if we're a service area business, I don't care if Google tells you you're not supposed to display the business street address of a Google business profile if it is a service area business where the customers do not come to the business location. It tells you in Google's, terms of service or terms of use or acceptable use policy or whatever for Google business profiles that if it is a service area business where the customers do not come to the business location, then it should be an unpublished street address. And Google tells you that it is against their acceptable use policy if you publish the street address when customers don't come to the business location. But we all know, or most of us know, that have been doing local SEO for any amount of time, that it is absolutely a ranking benefit if you publish the street address. In fact, so much so that I tell my tree contractors whenever they don't have any published street address, I tell them we should publish your street address. I also always warn them that by doing so, it may trigger re-verification or suspension. But and so I make sure that that's very clear before we pull the trigger on that, right? I tell them like, look, we will absolutely be able to get better performance out of your Google business profile if we display your address. However, by displaying your address, it could trigger re-verification or possibly suspension. But if you've got a valid business location, then the chances that we will be able to re-verify or reinstate it are very, very high. So it's up to you, business owner, whether you want to take that risk or not. I suggest that we do, but I want you to you have to be comfortable in that decision, because if it does suspend or trigger re-verification and we were unable to do it, you have to be aware that that is a risk that we are taking. It's a small risk, because if you have, and I won't offer this or even suggest it if I know that the business won't be able to re-verify. But if I have a strong feeling that they'll be able to re-verify it or reinstate it if it gets suspended or triggers re-verification, then I will recommend to the contractor to display the address, because I know for a fact it will improve performance. Like overnight. I've did it with a number of my own lead gen assets where I had set them as service area businesses because they were lead gen assets with like PO boxes, no shit, as the address. And then I would just go, and I did this a couple of years ago where I went in and I did it on 3, and I did the first 2 was fine. The third one triggered suspension or re-verification, which by the way, that GBP is still live. It's still published. I just can't edit it anymore because it's in re-verification status and I'll never be able to re-verify it. But all I did was show the address, and so I did this on a Friday, and on Monday I reran the local search grid report, and they had just lit up like a Christmas tree. Everything turned green across a big, large service area just from showing the street address. So I know for a fact that that's going to improve. But remember, you're in danger of doing it every time that you do it, especially if you don't have a way to re-verify the GBP. Then don't bother, don't try it, because you'll lose it. Most likely, you're going to lose it. Okay. Next question.